But now, USU and Space Dynamics Laboratory will research these atmospheric waves by sending this instrument to the International Space Station for at least the next 2 years.
That video was produced just weeks before NASA's atmospheric waves experiment started collecting data aboard the ISS. Today, that device will now be removed, a little later than we thought.
The initial idea was to be on orbit for 2 years. We got an extension for half a year.
You see, this device captured 4 images every second of Earth's upper atmosphere, adding up to millions of images over 2.5 years. These images are used to observe how gravity waves from Earth's surface rise and disperse throughout different regions of the atmosphere.
What we want to understand is the interaction of the sources, which could be thunderstorms, it could be hurricanes, it could be winds blowing against mountain ranges, and how that affects what we call space weather.
In the past, we always thought the space weather is influenced by the sun, but now we know the gravity waves propagating from troposphere can also have an impact to it.
See, space weather is sensitive to our weather. So as gravity waves disperse throughout the atmosphere, they can go on to disrupt space technology, such as our satellites. So far, the data has backed up what we already know, but it's also helped researchers get a better look at some of the sources of gravity waves.
What I find very fascinating, the effect of small islands. When we think about hurricanes, for example, of course, they will impact the atmosphere. But there are all these small islands, especially around Antarctica, and they don't look very big, but they still generate these big waves.
But the sheer amount of data from these last 2.5 years is proving to be a challenge for everyone involved.
Collecting 4 images a second for 2.5 years presents a massive task in data analysis. We have another funded year to analyze the data, and beyond that, that data is public, it's releasable. So as we are sad about the on-orbit portion of the mission closing, we are ecstatic and very excited that the science is going to continue on for a long time to come.